This is Mr. J, and this is our video about Trump and Zelenskyy. Hopefully I got his name's pronunciation correct. If I'm looking tired, sorry about that. I was on Hala Mountain on Jeju Island this morning, and my plane got in a little bit late, and this was a long weekend in South Korea, so I took a trip to the island. You can check out my videos if you want, but if I got dark circles, that would be why. I didn't get much sleep, but it was a great trip. Anyways, today, this is our advanced video for Tuesday, March the 4th, 2025. March, right? It's a new month, beginning of a new school year here in South Korea. The news, though, is world news, and it's a bad news, I think. Definitely bad news. Washington, USA, you can see, do you know what countries these two are? So this is the American flag, this is the Ukraine flag, and it looks like they're having a conversation, right? Yeah, they had a bit of a fight, and the leader of Trump, the leader of America, Trump, and of the Ukraine. So here's our words. Let's look at this. Agreement, investment, fund, minerals, conflict, support, reconstruction, critical, defense, technology, tensions, negotiations, assistance, strategy, geopolitical. Wow, lots of difficult words today, right? Ukrainian President Zelenskyy visited Washington last week to finalize a minerals agreement with the U.S. for support in the war with Russia. So they're supposed to decide, right? They're going to give minerals, right? Minerals to the U.S. The U.S. gives minerals for guns or something, right? It's simple, but he met with President Trump, but had a spat, like they fought, and no deal was signed. The agreement planned to create an investment fund using revenue from Ukraine's natural resources, including critical minerals for defense and technology, right? Like things like building guns or bombs, and Ukraine's reconstruction. So it would have been good for the Ukraine and the U.S., I guess. Maybe. The meeting turned tense when Trump accused Zelenskyy of being ungrateful for U.S. support, warning that Ukraine's actions could escalate the conflict. So Trump thinks that Zelenskyy, he doesn't like his attitude, right? Trump then announced a pause on U.S. assistance to pressure Ukraine into negotiations with Russia. So the U.S. stopping helping the Ukraine. Despite the setback, Zelenskyy remains hopeful about future discussions. The situation highlights the geopolitical challenges between the two nations. So I don't see how this is good news in any way. Right? It's definitely bad. Trump kept talking about World War III and things like that too. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't think so, but still, wow. And it was right on TV. If you go on YouTube, you can look for Zelenskyy Trump spat, and you will see the fight they had. All right. What was the purpose of Zelenskyy's visit to Washington? Why did he go there in the first place? Why did the meeting between Trump and Zelenskyy become tense? It became tense, right? They were laughing, haha, and then they weren't. What was included in the proposed agreement? What action did Trump take after the failed negotiations? And what did Zelenskyy say after the failed negotiations? What did he say? All right, today's word of the day, school supply word draft, right? All right, a draft, right? Like an essay draft at school, right? And the second meaning, here you go. You know what it is? All right. So school supply meaning of draft is a rough or preliminary version of a written document, and you can see the translation. But the non-school supply meaning, which I want to focus on, right? The non-school supply meaning is a current of air moving through an enclosed space. So air moving through, right? Air moving through in the house, like wind in the house, right? A draft. All right, the pronunciation is pretty easy. It's just like the spelling, aft, raft, draft. One syllable. And some example sentences. The teacher asked me to revise my essay draft before submitting it, right? First draft, second draft, third draft of an essay. I felt a cold draft coming from the window. A cold draft coming from the window. Need to fix it. All right, let's go down to our weather. For Seoul, tomorrow it has a high of 3 and a low of -5. Even though it's sunny, it's a bit cold, I see. For Beijing, China, a high temperature of 12, and a low of 0. And it's, wow. See, I'm so tired. I'm popping in and out of all of my stuff here. Sorry about that. Here we go. High temperature of 12, low of 0. Let's just say, from looking at this, let's just say partly cloudy. Partly cloudy. All right, partly cloudy. So we have sunny for Seoul, partly cloudy for China, Beijing, and for Tokyo, Japan, let's say partly rainy. Right? Here you can see cloudy, breezy, and chilly with occasional rain. That's a bit complicated for you guys to know, though, I think. So we're just going to say partly rainy for you. Okay, you can tell from this. They have a high of 8 and a low of 7. All right, guys, that's it. We talked about the weather. We talked about draft, and we talked about Zelenskyy and Trump having a spat, which isn't good for anyone, I think. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out, but hopefully it turns out well. I went to Jeju on the weekend, which is why I'm a little bit tired right now. So if you are interested in going to Jeju Island, I'm going to be posting up videos for you to look at. So maybe you already saw one or two. I don't know. Anyways, that's it. I'll see everyone tomorrow. It's a new month. It's March. So hopefully everyone's excited about that. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.